to share briefly with you on the cycle of profit and the cycle of wealth. The cycle of profit and the cycle of wealth. The way God has programmed the earth, He programmed the earth in cycles. You eat food, you digest food, you excrete the rest. Then you take in another one. You cannot live on the for a month for the food of yesterday. So the cycle of food and life is daily. In fact, twice daily, minimum. Some of you eat 4 times a day. Some people eat once a day. Some don't eat, but you can't. The normal thing, daily. Food must come into you daily. There are some things. That life is in cycles. Sleep is daily. You must sleep daily. If it won't tell on your body, you go to toilet daily. There are some things that happen like that daily. And you spend money every day. Whether it's yours or somebody else's. So, that is that. And over the years, to the glory of God, by this May, we'll be celebrating 35 years of heeding the call of God. And over those years, we have seen the same trend. That people that don't have daily, weekly, or monthly income are never balanced. And it goes like this. Somebody say, I want to do farming. Yeah, is farming wrong? Farming is not wrong. But if the turnout and the profit is not going to come either daily, weekly, or monthly, you are going to be in trouble financially somewhere. You're going to have financial ache. Somebody say, I'm a land speculator. So I say, how many lands have you sold? What have you sold? The land say, I sold one land. I sold 40 plots last year, January. I said, when are you going to sell the next one? He said he doesn't know, but he has some land that they are looking for. You can't live life with unpredictable income. God never planned it to be so. Does it mean you should not be a land speculator? Yeah, you should be, but you should also have something, no matter how small. If you cannot generate daily, weekly, or monthly income, then get somebody who can to employ you. If not, you'll be idle. And when you are idle, you will have financial ache. The parable Jesus told of those people, he said, has no man hired you? They said, no man has hired us. He said, so go to work. And he put them to work. If you cannot generate daily, weekly, monthly income, let somebody that can hire you. I'm going to do farming. I'm going to plant yam. You can't get profit on yam planting weekly, daily, or monthly. So you've got to do something else aside the yam planting so that when the harvest of yam comes, you have extra and abundant. Because when your yam is, you cannot even predict your harvest on farm. One brother cultivated, they gave him land to cultivate. He planted maize. Maize season came, people harvested maize. People this. I said, where is your own harvest? He said, he didn't do well. I said, that is crop failure. So, in other words, the harvest he was expecting is quite unpredictable. So, if that is what he's waiting for to eat, to pay the school fees of his children, and people that do that, he says a land speculator, he says he deals in properties. He sells this and that and things like that. So, in 2 years, he may not sell anything. But in the 3rd year, boom, he can just sell 4 buildings, 4 properties, 400 million. And they give him 10%, 4 million. And it looks much. But 4 million in 4 years, is really nothing. But you know what? People that do that, you will be borrowing. I'm expecting some money soon. I'm expecting some money soon. Pastor Lambert, can you get me 50,000 there? I'll give you. I'm expecting some money by December. And then he has borrowed everything. So by the time he gets another boom to sell, he sell property 600 million. Boom. They give him 60 million. He has already borrowed 35 million. He settled that one. And then so many other expenses are waiting. Life is about expenses. If you read your Bible very well, you will notice that, especially in the Old Testament, when God had a personal one-on-one relationship with the children of Israel, one major thing, 90% of God's relationship with the children of Israel has to do with their offering and different things they are bringing. Because the more you bring to God, the more you have to run your personal life. The more you keep away from God, what you have, the more you don't have enough to handle your personal life. So every time there's a prophetic seed, rejoice. It's another way for God to expand you. So, what should we look at now? We should look at this issue. Do something. You may be surprised, as small as it is, if you can do something that is fetching you 1,000 naira daily, you may be more balanced than somebody that is doing something that is getting 600,000 in 1 year. So, daily, weekly, monthly, no matter how small, when you start on with that cycle and you connect your cycle to the cycle of abundance of Jehovah God, that's why it says with tithes, we bring our tithe. You have 1,000, you put 100 naira into Jehovah Abundance. That's his name. You put 100 naira into El Shaddai, the all-breasty one, the more than enough one. The power of El Shaddai takes over the remaining 900 naira and expand it. And you can do with 900 naira what somebody may not be able to do with 9,000 naira. That is the power of Jehovah Abundant Partnership. You understand what I'm saying? So that's the advantage that we as God's people, we have. So if there is it has never failed. People that are never balanced, it's even good. You can get away with it as a young lady or a young or married man that has no responsibility. But when you are a married man, you will feed your family daily. When do your children eat? In 3 months. Or maybe 3 hours. They eat. You know, this morning we were having pastor's meeting, and one young chap, like 4-year-old, was hanging around the door. So when daddy came in, he met daddy by the door. Daddy said, "What are you looking for?" He said, "I'm waiting for my food." So if the parents don't know how to get money daily, weekly, and monthly, the family will be a mess. The family will be in a great mess. Borrowing is not dignity. It's an undignified way of life. Taking loans here and there, borrowing to eat, borrowing to clothe yourself, borrowing to parents, borrowing to live life. It's an undignified way of life, of living. You can take a loan to do business, and with the partnership of the anointing business do well, you return the loan, that is acceptable. But to borrow money to be eaten, borrow money to feed, it means you are living an ineffective life and you are an undignified person. So how do we go about that? God has made it so simple. Life is so simple. You can't hire yourself, let somebody hire you. You can't hire yourself, let somebody hire you. Don't have a life that finances is unpredictable. It is not faith. There is practicality to faith. Faith walks on the wings of wisdom. Daddy pastored one brother many years ago. He didn't have a stable income, and he was planning his wedding. And Daddy asked him, how are you going to handle this wedding? And not only this wedding, after the wedding, because people can help you for wedding, but nobody helps you for home, daily home living. How are you going to survive? He said, no problem. We are going to take care of it by faith. Daddy said, be careful. I'm the one that taught you this faith you are talking about. And Daddy asked the lady. I said, lady, have you asked him how you are going to eat? I said, no problem, Daddy. Everything is taken care of. Daddy said, I know hello shemi tori asonie. And you know what happened to that brother? I'm not saying this to mock him. I'm saying it with pain in my heart. Because I still keep seeing such people every day, after as much as I've seen. So unpractical, no predictable source of income. And then after that, you know what happened on the wedding day? All the things he promised, he told the wife, it is taken care of. He had nothing. He didn't plan. No white shoes for the lady to wear. The lady wore black shoes for wedding. And they had to be running, concerned people had to be running around. The reception venue, they said it's taken care of. He didn't pay, so they didn't open the door. So after the wedding, people just hang around the premises to eat something, and then they left. And then for the honeymoon, can I hear you say honeymoon? He just took the lady to a friend's house, and he said, my friend, I am coming back soon. And he didn't show up for 3 months. Say honeymoon. You better don't go for honeymoon. You better go for honeymoon. Very impractical. No stable source of income. Have you seen some people every time? I'm trying to source for some money. Stop sourcing for some money. Get down to do so. Face reality and face your level. There's nothing like one job is below your level. If a job is below your level, you'll be already in millions. That you have nothing in your pocket shows that you have no level. And somebody need to speak some sense into your head before you raise children that will hate God. That job is beneath my level. To drive Korokwe is beneath your level. Then bring 2 million out of your pocket. If it's beneath your level. You know, there's one woman, I still love that woman. This may not sound spiritual, but it just made my day. I just stumbled on that program, this Ayemire program that they do. And that woman, she sells tomato and pepper. And she's diligent at it. Because some of you may feel some things are dirty, but once there's daily income, boy, you are settled. Except you don't have wisdom. It is people that are foolish that don't make it with daily income. That will make money. You are a taxi driver. He drives money. He collects money, and he goes to, on the way, he branches at Mama Fati and say, put it. Amala melo mefa. Iru obe we fi gbogbo e si gbegiri. Ẹ̀fọ́ àtọgbọnọ ẹ bá ń fi sepo. Ẹran kan ní oríṣiríṣi. Roundabout. Towel gbogbo ẹ bá mi kó sí oúnjẹ bá ikùn ẹ wá ràn tando. That's a fool. Can I hear you say a fool? Yeah, that's a fool. He's eating the future. That day we pastored one brother like that at Elisha. And his life was in shambles because he makes money daily and he spends it off daily. And Daddy assigned somebody to stop him by 12 noon on the road. He will try another route. So every money has made by 12 noon, they collect it from his hand and save it for him. Yeah. You know, Daddy can go to a ridiculous extent to help somebody. Save it for him. That brother, within a short time, I think he bought a taxi. He built his own house. I remember the day we went to dedicate his house. The wife was rolling on the floor. Mommy, Daddy, Emile Shefu. Emile Shefu, and things like that. All the blocks, all the cement, the iron rod will have gone into his stomach. Check the stomach of your neighbor and see how many blocks, bags of cement, iron rod, roofing sheets inside that stomach, chandelier, bulbs, electrical fittings inside that stomach. So that you make money does not mean you spend it anyhow. So if nobody has hired, get somebody to hire you. We have found out it's the same trait. I don't want to work for somebody. I want to study. I want to start that. And you cannot. I'm not fighting you. Once you can, some people can. They can generate money daily, weekly, and monthly. Once you can do that, you are okay. What you need to add to it is wisdom. To manage what you are earning, that you are not spending it daily, you are not spending it weekly, you are not spending it monthly as you are taking it, you are saving it. I'll come to that shortly. But once you cannot do that, all this I'm farming, I'm doing that farm. Yes, I have poultry, I'm raising little birds, I'm doing farming, I'm planting yam, I want to do palm oil. How long does it take palm kernel to germinate? Where am I? Yeah, PhD, botany. Yes, tell me some stuff. 5 years for palm oil. So when you plant, did you say 5 years? 5 years. So can you say you are farming for 5 years? What will happen before 5 years? Who will pay the school fees of your children before 5 years? Do you reason with what the Holy Spirit is highlighting for us today? So, of course, it's good because after 5 years, when it comes, you do it. But while you are planting palm tree, or what is it, then get something doing that will bring either daily, weekly, or monthly income. Is that okay? So that when the palm oil is ready after 5 years, 5 years, 5 good years, your son has finished primary school. The one that went to secondary school has written WAEC. The one that went to the university has graduated. 5 years for palm oil. What will be happening every day? Is that okay? We are talking of daily Christianity. This is part of daily Christianity. Daily income. That should be your target. Yeah. Because you are spending daily, generating income daily. What can you do? Let me throw it to you as a spiritual assignment, a practical assignment to do from church. What can you do that will bring money to you daily? Weekly, monthly. Most people already have monthly stuff and things like that. And then what you are now doing with that income now goes a long way to affect your stability. Don't stay there complaining at life. Oh, my salary is not enough. Do something to make it enough. Do something to make it enough. You don't have to do one. It is foolish people that go to resign from a step except at the word of the Lord. Say, that salary is not much. I've resigned. Then you have a fool. To what? You resigned from nothing, from half to nothing. Then it looks foolish to me. You keep doing it until you get something better. Or you are able to add something to it that beef it up. Is that okay? So everyone that is in that category, you don't have a stable income, you say, what do you want to? You say you want to set up camera industry. To be shooting camera and be covering, what are you covering? Wedding and things like that. It is not until you get to a level in that business, it is not every Saturday that you'll be getting somebody to shoot. There is no wedding on Monday, no wedding on Tuesday, no wedding on Friday, on Wednesday. Some few people do on Thursday and they are not likely to call you. And then some do on Friday. then Friday and Saturday. And so what will you do Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then on Sunday? You understand what I'm saying? So you now say business is not moving. That business cannot, let somebody hire you. If you cannot generate enough funds to handle your life, then you cannot stay on your own. I'm saying two things in one. If you don't have a regular stable income, monthly, weekly, or daily, you will be in a financial crisis very soon. If not now, very soon. It is other people that will be bearing your responsibility. And then if the money you are generating is not enough to handle your life, then you need to add another job to it or do something else to generate more funds. Stop mystifying issues of finances. There is no mystery about it. It's just something straightforward. Just straightforward. There's no mystery about it. If you are born again, that you are blessed and that everything you lay your hands upon will prosper. It's certain. It's certain. So there's nothing that say you are doing this and that. Pick a job. Pick a teaching job somewhere. Start teaching. They give you 10,000. 10,000 is something. Is somebody that can do something with 10,000? Answer me. You can do something with 10,000. It's too small. No, answer me. Is it too small? If it is too small, that is the answer of, I don't want to call you a fool now. Somebody that said 10,000 is small is not wise. It's not wise. One practical thing Daddy taught us that time during finance convention, he said, break down your salary to per day. So that time, I broke down, my salary was 10,000 naira. And I broke it down per day. Help me to calculate it, 10,000 per day. 10,000 monthly per day. When I had that message, my salary was 10,000 naira per month. And I broke it down per day. How much is it? Emma Eko, in your conto, bold and proud. Did they go down below? Sorry? 333 naira per day. And that is, okay, per hour. Per hour. Take it down to per hour. Divided by 24. ₦13.88. And Daddy said, learn to respect that amount. That is 1 day of your life. That is 1 hour of your life. So since that time, I didn't stay at 13 naira to respect. I began to respect 1 naira. So I'm passing by, I see 20 naira on the floor in there. I pick it. I stretch it very well. I keep it inside envelope. You understand what I'm saying? There is a day I do savings of all sorts changes. I'm sweeping, I see 1 naira under the table. I pick it, put it in an envelope. We are cleaning and checking through books. I see another 5 naira that is dirty. And put it in an envelope and pack it together. Everything can be 1,250. I say, I save that one. I go to save it. Little drops of water makes a mighty ocean. Is that not? But once you say one money is small, when I'm talking to people, and he said, it's just 35,000 something. I don't say it, I know this is a fool. It's a financial fool. He can't make it. He can't be rich. He's saying just 35,000 plus something. He doesn't even know the exact amount. The money you cannot trace exact can't stay in your hand. It can't stay in your hand. So all these acts of folly, let's get rid of it. Is that okay? Let's get rid of it. So if you are like that, after this service, wait to see your pastor. Is that okay? So we handle the spiritual side, you go to handle the practical side. Let somebody hire you. Nobody is saying you should not, when you were 17, you had a dream. You saw yourself with this, what do they call this machine that they use to cultivate these tractors, big tractors, and white men. You were giving them order. And as they were doing that, some big fruits were coming out. And so you say and this family you say you will do. I asked one brother, I said, how much is your income? He said, hey, we make what was your profit last month? He said it was something like 7,000. I said, that's not life. What will you do? You are going to marry a young married man, your income is 7,000, you are ineffective at life. If nobody has spoken to you, you cannot hire yourself. Let somebody hire you. Let somebody drive you. You can't drive yourself to generate daily, monthly, weekly income. Let somebody drive you. Even if they don't pay you as much as you think you're worth, by driving you and putting you to work, they have developed you. You have become a higher person. You have become a better person. So, it must not continue to happen in this church, and pastors should take note of that. That somebody will be there in your branch with no predictable, regular income, not bi-monthly, not quarterly, not annually. You inherited a house from your father and they pay rent to you annually. That is not your income. What will you do before another rent? You either borrow, or you live lesser, or you are tempted to steal, or you become covetous of other people's things. You can do something. You can do something. You resume work at 8 o'clock, and if you live around here where you don't need to rush out until 7 and things like that, what can you do? You can do some stuff to generate something between 5 and 7 a.m. in the morning before you go out. And God will give you wisdom. So if you cannot drive yourself to that, then let somebody hire you. Get something. In fact, Daddy has a policy. Will not have a pastor that doesn't have a stable income, that doesn't have a regular job that we can pin you to. Say, I want to start backwarding and forwarding. You want to be doing supply and things like that. You are so evasive, you can't be pinned down to something. No way. That will say, go out. Even if it is 2,000, they will pay you there. Go and take it and report somewhere in the morning. Let them send you on errand. Let them put you to work. And then let them put some money in your hand that you cannot generate for yourself. And from there, you learn some wisdom to be able to do something on your own. Is that okay? Praise the Lord. Yeah, so that is that. And Daddy made a statement. This is number 2. Pension is not prosperity. Write it down in capital letters. Pension is not prosperity. Having pension only after you have retired is failure. How can she say that? I'm saying it again. Having pension only after you are retired is failure. By the time you have become a pensioner, that you are retired, you should be able to duplicate on your own what you have done all your life under an establishment and take it to a higher level. You retired as a school teacher after 56 years in service. And all you now do is to sit out. When you see people sitting out by 9 a.m., that is a sign of failure already. And you sit out, waiting for pension, going to fight, writing petition against the government, and things like that. You should be able to duplicate what you have mastered over the years. And if you cannot duplicate it on your own, you should be able to manage it for somebody that has been able to put it down. Everybody may not be founders. Hey, I want to start my own business. I want to do this, my home. You may not be able to. Everybody will not be founders. But everybody can do something. Either on your own or under somebody or for somebody. You understand what I'm saying? So nobody in this church should retire and the only thing you have is pension. It's a failure. And you should not be found undoubtedly. You should be able to have mastered. By the time you are 40, you should have mastered something. By the time you are 50, let's even carry it to 50. By the time you are 50, you should be a guru in one thing. That will be a money spinner that you can fold your hand and sit back, and that thing will continue to multiply funds for you. So invest your life in the right direction. Invest your life in the right direction, in the right things. Another thing is higher savings fetch you higher interest. Learn to save. Don't be a spender. Save. Daddy taught me something, and he said, if you look at, and you know some banks, they will tell you, I told somebody to lodge some more because I save. I believe in the power of accumulation. Because if you have 1,000 naira and you have spent it, 100 naira 10 times, and I saved my own 1,000, if we want to buy something of 2,000, it is good that it is reasonable that I tell them I want to make a deposit of 1,000. But you can't say you want to make a deposit of 20 naira. They will abuse you. So you save so that you can live higher. And there's a particular bank, they sent to me that if they send the person, I said that if you get that savings to this amount, this will be the interest. So I made every effort. I got it to that amount. So I'm waiting for interest. And Daddy taught me that. I said it is better to live on interest. So I'm waiting after the month. You calculate the interest on this account, that account, and that's what you spend. But if you don't have savings, there's no interest. So higher savings fetch higher interest. When you are not saving, you have nothing that is an interest for you.